Number 7, we are testing the null sigma is 4.3 versus not equal to, so it's a two-tailed test. Sample size 15, known to be normally distributed. So when we go to variance, one sample summary, we got to find the sample variance. Make sure I can see all these numbers. All right, so the sample variance 6.1, square that. Sorry, this is sample standard deviation. We're finding the sample variance 3721. Sample size 15. The population variance, we're going to square 4.3. And we get 1849. This time we do want the two-tailed test. We want equal versus not equal. And we can compute and get our test statistic. 28.17. 28.17. P-value 0.027. At the 10% level of significance, P is less than alpha. It's 2%. This is 10. We will reject the null. So P is less than the level of significance. We will reject the null. Number 8, 4 parts. Suppose a mutual fund qualifies as having moderate risk if the standard deviation of its monthly rate of return is less than 6%. A mutual fund agency randomly selects 26 months, determines the rate of return for a certain mutual fund. Standard deviation of the rate of return is computed to be 5.58. Is there sufficient evidence that the fund has a moderate risk at the alpha equals 0.01 level of significance? Normal probability plot indicates that the monthly rates of return are normally distributed. All right, so it tells us it's normally distributed. Our sigma equal to 6. Remember, null always has equal to versus the alternative. We are testing to see if, let me see, where did it say it? We're testing to see if it's less than. It tells me at the top. Alright, so we're going to find the test statistics. So first, we already have StatCrunch here. Variance, one sample, summary. So the sample variance is coming from the 5.58%. We've got to square that to get the variance. So 0.0558, you got to convert that percent to a decimal. Square it. We get, I'm going to do the whole thing, 0.003111364. So we don't want to round to the end. Sample size 26. We're going to find the population variance, so the 0.06, square that number, we get 0.0036. We are testing less than, and we compute, and we get chi-square, 2 decimals, 21.62. 21.62. P-value is 34%, which is really high. 3 decimal places is going to be 0.343. Unrounded. The p-value is greater than alpha, the level of significance. do not reject the null. We don't have enough evidence. Is not sufficient evidence.